What is up, Nerdgenic Nation, and welcome to yet another live stream watch party series. I am your host and resident superhero nerd, Aaron Waller. Welcome to the stream. I am psyched. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last streamed. When did we last stream? Miss Marvel was our last live stream, and it feels like a lifetime ago. I missed streaming. I missed you guys. I hope you guys missed the live streams and just hanging out, having fun, chilling, watching a show, kick back, relax, all the words. But welcome to the stream. So glad to have you guys. I'm out of practice, honestly. I feel like I haven't done this. I've got all the buttons over here. I rearranged a few things on my little stream deck over here to hopefully make things a little bit more organized. Still some pieces I'm working on, but I'm still excited. Got the green light for She-Hulk going on here. I've got the green outline. I've got the She-Hulk over here. Sorry, I keep my finger in frame. She-Hulk over here. It's green. We're green for go. We're gonna have a great time. A lot of people have been talking about this series likely not being good. I've kind of been slowly the opposite, where like didn't think it was going to be great, but as it's approached, I've gotten actually more excited about it, probably more than most. I think the most concerning thing is that people who got their early viewing or sneak peek, all the influencer people, got to see 4 episodes. And I'm not entirely sure how long this series was. I thought it was supposed to be, I'm going to look it up now, super professional. I thought it was supposed to be 6 episodes, like a lot of the Marvel series have been doing, but now apparently this is 9 episodes. So I guess it's not as many as I thought, but still, like, I kind of expected 4's a lot. But I guess they're supposed to be 9. So a little bit of a longer series, which I'm definitely excited for. I hope you're excited as well. We've got Jennifer Walters, who I have done a history of video on. So if you do want to find out more about the character as the show goes on, sort of what's her origin, obviously I feel like we're going to visit that, especially in this first episode. If you want to know a little bit more about her comic book history, you can go and check out that video. And also check out the videos of the History of playlist for more characters. New videos get added every single Saturday, as well as other videos all throughout the week. So you want to make sure you subscribe, hit like. Also, just hit it on this video now since I just mentioned it. So go ahead and go down there, hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm excited for it. We have Liel de la Cruz. Why August 19th? I don't know what that's in reference to. Today's the 18th, at least where I am. This show was supposed to premiere the 17th, and then they moved it to the 18th. So this could have happened yesterday, but of course, Marvel being Marvel, they got to move my schedule around. And then you may be on a different part of the world where it's the 19th, which is like 2 days after the premiere or whatever. But yeah, we do these live streams every single Thursday for at least She-Hulk at 9:30 p.m. And did I lose my internet connection? I hope not. I think I may have had a slight delay on my internet connection. Okay. I think we're okay, though. What was I saying? Oh, She-Hulk is going to be on Thursdays. It premieres like 2:30 a.m., 3 a.m. my time, which sometimes I'm up for. Most of the time I'm not. So that's typically why we move it to the nighttime. Hopefully people can come in and enjoy as they're, hanging out for the night or gonna watch the shows themselves after work, relax, have a drink, eat food, all that good stuff that humans do. So that's why the time slot, that's why all that stuff. And also we have Anthony in the house. Welcome. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. Hope it's good. As do I. I'm hoping that this is going to be a surprising series. Kind of banking on it. If it's going to fail, it's going to be a lot of egg on my face. So fingers crossed that it ends up being good. It seems like people are being very positive towards it online, despite the review bombs that are also happening about it. So it's kind of like a 50-50. Are they actually not liking it, or are they just hating on it for the CGI choices and all that stuff that happened with trailers and things like that? But we're going to find out, baby. Let's go ahead and jump into it, though. I've wasted enough time blabbing, 10 minutes, as I usually do. Well, 5 for the intro. Don't root for anything to fail. Yeah, me neither. But we aren't executive producers or directors, so we have no control. But we're the fans, which is, if we bully them hard enough, they will change it, as I've learned with Sonic and probably a couple of other things. So depending on how it goes, we'll see how it goes. But I'm hoping for the best for the show. But before we jump into the show, the way that it works really quickly, I want to go ahead and explain. Right up above my noggin, right up here, is the episode time code. So when I say press play, 3, 2, 1, go, whatever it is that I'm going to say, you go ahead and press play on your device. I'll press play on my device. There'll be a handy dandy timer right up above me as well. So everybody will get to try and match with that time code. As long as you try and stay with that time code, we should be laughing at the same time. We should be crying at the same time. Throwing things across the room in rage as one Hulk to another would do. Oh, and I forgot my hello there button, which I kept since the Obi-Wan Kenobi stream. So, Liel, I don't know if you're still here, but you will get a customary
hello there.
All right. And then Anthony, of course, as you also entered, you also get a
hello there.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Hello there. I try and do that for everybody who enters. Why? I don't know. Seems like a good idea at the time. So I think without further ado, oh, and also at the very end of the stream, we're going to be talking about the episode, what happened, predictions, how we felt about it, give it a grade out of 10. So have that in the back of your mind as we watch this show. All right, for real, enough talking for me. Let's go ahead and get started. I can't wait any longer. I'm going to pull it up over here on my side. You pull it up on your side. Remotes in hands, fingers on buttons. Everybody get ready. We're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, and go. I know you're probably upset I didn't make the numbers green, but it's just for an overwhelmingly amount of green on the screen that I decided to keep the timer and all that stuff white. Just easier to see. Plus it would look very Christmassy, which I don't think this is supposed to take place around Christmas, unlike Hawkeye. And I also do talk during all of this. So if your person doesn't like some commentary, I apologize. All right, let's go ahead. I got a good feeling. She's practicing her opening statement. I don't know why, but like her and Daredevil are so interesting, having like that dual law but also breaking the law thing. Oh, apparently it's closing statements. That probably makes more sense. Probably because they thought she would fail. I'm surprised they didn't open with like a Deadpool-esque fourth wall break. There we go. I mean, I kind of expected this, right? Did she always break the fourth wall? Yes, and she actually did it before Deadpool. Not sponsored by Cheetos. I mean, that probably checks. Not a. So the accident that causes her to need probably Bruce's blood in this case was the ship, rather than, I think it was like a hijacking, or like somebody was like after her because of a case she was doing. That was the comics version. Again, go check out the history of video if you want some more context on that. Ruh-roh. That was fast. That must have been a hoot to record. Film. I almost said hoot to shoot, but I stopped myself before I rhymed. Yeah, like they didn't even have a. I think if I remember correctly, in the Incredible Hulk movie, when his blood goes into the bottle that Stanley drinks, I mean, I think that kind of affected him immediately. It kind of like killed him almost instantaneously, or like he went in a cardiac arrest or something. So I guess it would be pretty instantaneous. Never really explored that to my knowledge. Right, same. Not mad at it. Just kind of surprised at how quickly it happened. But I think Marvel's kind of also learned their lesson that they can't have too slow of a burn, um, and people just want to keep it moving. So maybe that was the reasoning behind that a little bit. Don't know. Somebody scan that QR code. I learned that from Moon Knight. Oh boy. Okay. Barefoot in a bar bathroom. Yeah. I'm curious to find out how she sort of either trains herself to keep her mind as a Hulk, or if that was what the inhibitor that Bruce was wearing may cause that ability. Oh, Hulk tackle. Or is it because he's the smart Hulk that she's able to retain? I'm probably thinking way too much into this. It's going to be a super simple explanation. It's because she was wearing a white t-shirt that they decided to keep. Now she's been whisked away to an island oasis, so she can't hurt anybody. Those are the best places to train when you're a superhero, by the way. Fun fact. I'm going to take it this is an Avengers place or one of Tony's places because no way Banner could afford this. Oh, there we go. I was going to say the Iron Man reference has got to be in there somewhere. Oh, staying in Smart Hulk. Smart Hulk. You not Professor Hulk, just Smart Hulk. So this is post-split. Tiny. Sure. Not name dropping. Yeah, I'm not mad at the transformation. Transformation looks good. He shouldn't need glasses. Yeah, that's kind of an odd choice. Of course they do. Okay, so that was a quick fix for Bruce's arm. They're destroying it? I'm guessing, just so it doesn't get out. Yeah, I figured. They're gonna use them having a brother-sister rivalry. I think they'll touch on it, but I don't foresee it happening the entire time. We'll see. Uh-oh. Probably a barf bag. Pancakes. Good alternative to a barf bag. Yeah, that makes sense. Someone call it a saga. not Disney plugging its own, pushing its own merch. If I remember correctly, in the comics, she just was kind of able to retain herself. There was no training or anything, so... So what's the purpose of the container? If not to contain her. Or him, for that matter. Oh my god, did he just do... So she can just do it. She was always the Hulk and... Yeah, exactly. So maybe it was just that quick adjustment. Abomination nod? Anybody? Not angry. I don't think any of it looks that bad. So strange. I feel like when going back very quickly to Anthony's note about doesn't look that bad, I feel like I just kind of just accepted that these are CG characters, and she's also being pretty dismissive. I mean, I guess so. To be honest, I feel like I'd rather just get most of this out of the way in the first episode, so we can hopefully move on to something interesting. I'm shown. Gonna drink Tony dry. Kind of a weird thing for two grown men to etch their initials into a bar. I mean, to each their own. Oh, now there's also a Hulk burping contest. So she can tolerate alcohol. They can tolerate alcohol, not throw up, but still have a hangover. I thought he said all the buzz, no barf. To me, that would imply no hangover. It kind of seemed like they did imply that they had a romance, did it not? Maybe she hung over because she reverted. Yeah, maybe. I feel like she's able to do so much better than him, honestly, because she's a woman. Which I think is kind of what she's about to explain right now. Does he also have Hulk contacts if he's wearing Hulk glasses? I mean, it kind of was. Hey, Archer's here.
Hello there.
Welcome, sir. Just finished chatting with Lenny. Both think the Hulk classes. Enjoying it so far, except for her being so dismissive. Episode creates so many questions I don't care to have answers to. I kind of agree with that. I'm just kind of going with the flow, which I feel like is why I'm kind of enjoying it more than other shows, maybe. It's about to be a Hulk fight. Another reason why she's gonna clap back at you, my dude. She'll be able to do it by the finale. Or right now. Oh, she's using the old Superman trick. Assist domestic violence. I mean, maybe. So what I was gonna say was the reason I feel like maybe this is like kind of looks good and like I'm not fighting it also is it kind of feels like I'm just watching Avatar where you just know everything CG, so you kind of just check out that part of your brain and aren't like, oh my god, that doesn't look real. It's in the uncanny valley. There's no way that they could look like that. There's no way they could turn into giant green monsters. That's not realistic. Like, I know that. Aw, his and Tony's bar. Now he's gonna cry. So are they implying she's not able to break the fourth wall until she gets her powers? That's kind of what I'm getting. Not sponsored by Cheetos, but totally sponsored by Cheetos. I mean, she beat him in pretty much every facet, so is she really? They definitely have more of a brother-sister relationship rather than a cousin relationship, which they are. Hey, Russ the CEO. Oh, did it play?
Hello there.
There we go. Hello there. So far I'm enjoying it. I'm not overly mad at it. So far I would definitely say it's probably one of the better of the Marvel premieres, but we've still got some time. So we know she's going to change in court, obviously. Oh boy. Yeah, that wouldn't freak out people even more. Don't mind being close, but I think her being so dismissive when he's gone through all that is sort of stupid of her. Yeah, I agree. I kind of like the weird sort of like 70s vibe they just turned it into. And now I'm just going to quickly change back to normal. Pop on my shoes, and I'm out. Is she walking out naked? Because they did say spandex. Apparently not. I didn't think Marvel would do that, but... Alright. 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 I've got some thoughts here, guys. I honestly do. Like, I'm gonna let it play. I highly doubt there's anything post credit, but just let it roll for a minute. Well, scrubbing through the timeline, it does look like there is a post credit something, mid credit, whatever. Not all the way at the end of the runtime. Okay, yeah, Harry Archer confirmed there is a post credit. If anybody does want to jump to it, it's around 32:19. I'm gonna wait it out just for timer's sake, but please feel free to jump ahead if you'd like. And then think about your grades and put them in the chat also. I want to hear what you guys think about the episode, the show so far. Why is the court person taking drawings of a dinner? Well, I don't even know what to think about that. It's hilarious. It's America's ass. Oh, I probably should get a bleep. Hey, nerd affiliated. Even though you switch account, you still get a hello there, sir. All right. Yeah. I mean, I drop your grades because giving it an 8. Anthony's going with an 8. Appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, I gotta turn off my timer too. Sorry. Gotta turn off the double duty there. Yeah. Nerd affiliated coming in with a 6 out of 10. All right. I'm not going to be mad at it. I'm going to respect it. I'm sure you have your reasons. But honestly, let's see. I want to get this guy up there. We're going to put the episode 1 grade up there in just a minute. But wow. First of all, thank you all so much for joining me. Pop that into the convo before we go any further. Hit like, subscribe if you haven't already. But I didn't mind it. I'm very much in the same boat as Anthony. Like, I kind of checked out. I was still very much into it, but I kind of checked out where I was like, okay, I'm going to check my, suspension of disbelief or whatever at the door and just try and enjoy it. And I feel like for the most part it worked. I did feel like the stuff on the island was a little bit too much in terms of like taking over the episode, but I get the whole point of we have to establish how she can be essentially herself within the Hulk body and kind of have that sort of conflict with Bruce to the point where there's at least some humor and some other things happening. It's a very much an origin episode, so I'm not mad at that. I feel like now we've gotten past that and we can move on. What that moving on is, because there hasn't been an established villain or really anything yet, I'm a little bit concerned there. I feel like that's my biggest concern. But honestly, I 100% agree with Anthony. It's an 8 out of 10. It was like good. It wasn't terrible. But I feel like there's a lot of potential in it. We can have fun with it. Maybe because I also feel like there might not be too much pressure on it for some reason. Like, it's not involving something with the stakes of Captain America's shield and who it's going to, like Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's not dealing with the multiverse of Loki. It's not dealing with more cultural things like Miss Marvel. It's not going through some of those trials and tribulations that other series have. I would probably say without the exception of Hawkeye, I felt like that was very much a contained story, kind of similar to what's going on here, where I just kind of roll with it and I'm having a great time. And I kind of feel like that was the same case with She-Hulk as it was with Hawkeye. Maybe that's just me. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. So I think it's just fine. It's not a show designed for me, so I kind of checked out. I think maybe that was kind of what I did also. And also with the CG comment, like I was kind of saying before, there was a bunch of stuff happening as I was talking. But I feel like I kind of just suspend my disbelief like I'm watching Avatar, right? It's really good CG. I know it doesn't exist. Why am I going to nitpick how detailed the pores are when she's being thrown through a wall? Whatever. Just stupid stuff like that. But overall, I think the look of it was fantastic. A couple questions in terms of like how quickly certain things move, but at the same time, I would rather get that out of the way rather than having her discover herself, or like the connection of how she's able to stay She-Hulk and Jennifer Walters at the same time. There's only one person in the first episode rather than like episode 4, episode 3, where we're just wasting time trying to go through that journey. It's done. Boom. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm happy. I really have no gripes about that. What else are you guys saying in the chat? Sorry, I kind of disregarded it there. Final segments felt out of place. The one about the Steve Rogers, I would say no. I would say it doesn't feel out of place. I would say it's... Yes, it does, I guess, happen off the main sort of thing what was happening. But they did that in... I can't think of it now. There was another show that did something similar to that. Was it... I think it was Peacemaker. They had those after credits moments, snippets of little things that didn't matter, didn't really have anything to do with anything. But I think what's funnier about the Captain America virginity thing is it brings back a lot of different things, kind of like what the Steve Rogers the musical did in Hawkeye, where it's just like, this is just some random throwaway, but now we're going to come back to it and laugh about it 1,000 times because it's just funny. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just kind of funny. It doesn't necessarily need to fit in the story. It doesn't need to tease the villain. Would it have been nice? Sure. But honestly, I don't even know if there is a villain or if this is just more of her story going through random things, basically for the next 9 episodes or next 8 episodes after this one. Obviously, we know Abomination's going to be coming, so I think that has something to do with it. She's probably going to get put on superhero / supervillain cases now that her exposure of She-Hulk is clearly going to be well known. So I think that'll be interesting going forward. We're going to have Daredevil, which is very important. I'm very excited about that. I don't know if he's going to be giving her pointers. I don't know how his demeanor is going to be any similar or different to the Daredevil Netflix series. I feel like that's going to have to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen soon, but I feel like at the breakneck pace they kind of moved this episode along, it's going to be sooner than we anticipate. Maybe not next episode. Maybe episode 3, possibly 4. But could it happen next week? I certainly hope so. So that's just me. Again, I'm ignoring the comments. Let's go back. Russ, you haven't seen it yet. You have. I recommend it. I would say it's definitely one of those that you're going to want to keep up with, as opposed to a Miss Marvel, as opposed to what was the other Marvel series? You didn't really need to keep up with What If. God, that was very much single shows, nothing too crazy there. Trying to remember what other Marvel shows. There was a couple. There was Moon Knight was sort of so-so in terms of like having to keep up with it. Yeah, like I feel like this is one you're going to want to keep up with. This is one that we're going to be excited to do week to week, and I'm excited to be excited about something week to week with you guys. So thanks for joining me on that journey. Wow, you're fired, Anthony. Go to Nerdgenic. Ooh, the last segment is totally out of left field, but they let her make a closing argument, so we've burned the house down. We're not hiring, says Russ. Sorry. I will let you know when we are, though. Final segment in the courtroom. Oh, the final segment in the courtroom. Okay. The Steve Rogers place was on brand. Okay. Final segment in the courtroom. I kind of felt like that was also unnecessary but necessary, because it's kind of transitioning us into, I know I'm going on rant territory here. It transitions us into, okay, we've established how she's become She-Hulk. We've established that she's able to keep that connection of herself, that she doesn't lose it like Bruce does. And then it kind of sets the pace of the show from there, which is very much kind of seems like a 70s-esque show, which I'm kind of excited about. I don't know if that's going to be the exact tone of everything, but the very sort of like quick movements, it's very much like a kind of Edgar Wright, kind of a couple different pieces, like those types of directors and showrunners, things like that. So I think it's exciting. I can see what you're saying about it kind of being out of left field, but I liked it. How was the CGI? I would say it was good. I would say it's better than what everyone was complaining about online. I would agree that likely a lot of those issues that people had do stem from the fact that they're likely watching the trailers on YouTube where things are compressed and things just don't look as they were originally meant to look, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But I did feel like there were a couple moments where I would be like, okay, if I really wanted to nitpick, this probably could look better. But overall, I had no problems with it. Like I said, I kind of felt like I was watching Avatar. Just kind of checked that out, accepted this is happening, 2 giant green people training on an island, and that's it. You just enjoy it for what it is, and I feel like that's what happened there. Didn't like the trailers, but I don't have CGI comments on the episode. Have to run. Great stream is a good show. Fight me. Anthony, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you. Let you know when we're hiring, excuse me. So you can go ahead and join the team. But thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. Great stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Really had a lot of fun. I was pleasantly surprised. I went in optimistic and I came out pleasantly surprised. And I think that's the best way we can go through it in the show. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this grade right up here. But that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much. Predictions for next week. We're going to see Daredevil and Abomination in the same episode. Maybe a Wilson Fisk. Is that pushing things a little too far? Let me know in the comments. Or live chat, whichever, if you're watching this on replay or live. But make sure you hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification if you haven't already. We have videos all the time, new videos coming out all the time, daily almost. It feels like, anyway. And you don't want to miss out on my History of series, which is a new episode every single Saturday of comic book characters. She-Hulk is one of them, so if you do want to learn more about her, go and check out that video. I just bumped the microphone. I apologize if I blew you guys out. So go check out that episode if you want to learn more about She-Hulk moving forward, because this was literally just the beginning. There's so much more to this character, and I can't wait, and I really hope that they really explore certain aspects of it. I think that'll be really exciting. But other than that, I think that's where we'll leave it for now. Make sure that you don't miss out on next week's episode. Same She-Hulk time, same She-Hulk channel, right here on Nerdgenic at 9:30 Eastern on Thursday. Again, we have videos coming out all the time. Probably a new one tomorrow, Saturday, Monday, all the time. So make sure you subscribe and don't miss out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.